All right. Barakatah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Halayim Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Harachak. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, who taught us the truth. Honors and salutations to the elect, and to the men that died doing the work of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, because they shall arise first. To the men, women, and children that believe in the true name of the Father and the Son, which the Father's name is Yahweh, he exists. The Son's name is Yahweh Shai, he is the deliverer, because he come and deliver us out of this captivity that we're in. My name is Micah Allah Ben Gab Ben Yasharala, the Church of Philadelphia camp here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Once again, coming back at you with another one. As you see the title, we're going to be hated by all men for his name's sake. All right. I think I did something on this topic before, but I want to touch on it again because we're in those times, man, where you know, they're gonna hate you for saying the names Yahweh and Yahushua, for these names right here that we wear on our neck. All right, which it's gonna be in your forehead, man. You know, the Lord burned that name into his elect's head, and they're gonna be the ones that they're not gonna waver from that name. You know, nobody's gonna be able to take that name away from them. All right, they're gonna stand on that name wholeheartedly. All right, so let's hop right into the scriptures, man, because so it's a lot of hate, and even amongst Israel, you got people that hate you because you stand so stiffly for the name. You always talking about it. Some brothers don't like that, man. And anyway, let's get into it, man. As soon as this keys up, grab the scriptures. But yeah, man, we're gonna be hated, man. We already hated, and you're starting to see it more and more because everything that the men of the Lord is saying is coming to pass. You know, all these things like the wars we were talking about, the MOT to the B, um, all the prophecies that we've been speaking on. That's why the spirit of Yahweh is the spirit of prophecy, and people hate they hate the prophets. They always hated them, and they didn't want the things to be spoken to them because they were so comfortable in being wicked, man, and being in their wicked ways. But the first scripture, let's go to Matthew chapter 10. All right, it goes with the title. Matthew chapter 10, and we're going to go to verse 22. Start at verse 22. All right. This is Matthew. Matter of fact, let's go to start at verse 20. It's Matthew chapter 10, verse 20. It says, For it is not ye that speak, but the spirit of your Father which speaketh in you." So they really don't hate you. They hate the Father, man. But they can't get to the Father. So the closest thing to get to the Father is to touch you. They can't. They got to Yahweh Shai, but that's why he did what he did. Came and laid his life down for us. And every prophet that ever prophesied, they laid their lives down, man. That's why you got a lot of men like Elder Malcolm. He always be like, when he opens up, he said the brothers is risking their life, to do so for this truth, man. And that's the truth, man. Because we're actually risking our lives out here, to speak to our people because we hated that much. All right, it says verse 21. It says, "And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death," meaning you got your physical brothers, and you got your spiritual brothers. All right, because you're gonna have some men that deliver you up, man. They probably already ratted on your ass anyway, you know. And it's just a matter of time before those people come and want to take you up. You know, it says, "And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child, and the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death." All right, we're living in that's the times we're living in. All right. And it says, "And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But he that endureth to the end shall be saved." All right. So the Lord is telling you that you gotta endure to the end so you'll be saved, man. Because you're gonna be hated. So what, man? They hate themselves, man. And a lot of brothers hate your spirit, man. If you are of the elect and you got a righteous spirit, of course a dark spirit is not gonna like that, because they want that spirit. but the Lord hasn't given them that spirit, even going back into and it's jealousy, man. All right, jealousy is a fucking demon, man. And that's a crazy demon to have, because if you're jealous of somebody, they'll do anything to get rid of them, man. That's not a good spirit to have. And like going into the wicked scribes and Pharisees, all right, because you had righteous ones as well. All right, but I'm talking about the wicked ones, the scribes and Pharisees, which were like the lawyers back then, because they knew the law. That's what you got. What Levi, Leviticus. All right, the root word in Leviticus is Levi. All right, and you know, uh, and that's law. The Levites were the lawgivers. All right. So they was the professionals in the law. That's where you get your scribes and Pharisees. They were professionals in the law, so they could break down the law to you and tell you where you're going off. But you got wicked lawyers now. You got men like look at Nate and them. They all about the law, the law, the law when they're breaking it. They could probably quote the law like the back of their hands, but do they follow it? No, they don't. And the men that teach the truth, like the apostles, great millstone, they hate that, man. They hate them because they're not them. You know, like it was a, it was that movie, The Interview, about a few years back, and the guy said on there, he was like, they hate us because they ain't us, But that's the truth, man. They hate you because they ain't you, But it says, verse 23, it says, but when they persecute you in this city, flee ye into another. For verily I say unto you, yeah, ye shall not have gone over the cities of Israel till the Son of Man become. All right, so hey, man, that's what we got to do. So when they hate you in this town or whatever, and I'm talking about whatever, even like brothers hate you, whatever, people you talk to them throughout your journeys, or whatever, and they don't receive it, hey, keep it pushing, man. You wipe the dust off your feet and you keep it moving, because it's not that they hate you per se. They hate the spirit that's inside of you. And what it said, when we go back to the top, like I said, they hate the Father. All right, so let's go back to verse 20, Matthew 10 and 20. It says, for it is not ye that speak, but the spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. So they hate the Father, man. That's proof right there. So like I said, man, if they can't get to the Father, they're gonna try to get at the children, man. You know, that's like some mob shit. Like, yo, we can't get to him, so we'll get to his family. Man, that's the way this wicked ass world operates. But it's all coming to an end real soon. All right, so let's go to John, Saint John. Beloved Saint John, chapter 15, and we want to start at verse 18. All right. And this is funny because it says in the blue letter, it has the titles or whatever, but it says the disciples' relationship to the world. All right, because you hate this world, man. I'm telling you, man, this world, it sucks. When you're a righteous man, you see everything that goes on. You're just tired of being here. All right, but this is St. John chapter 15 verse 18. It says, if the world hate you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. So look, man, we are in following the footsteps of Yahweh Shah, man, our ultimate example as of, that walked the planet, So if they hated him, so let's read that again. If the world hate you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. All right, so he came to show you how to deal with all the hate, man. What they say, you got if you don't got haters, man, you're doing something wrong. All right, if everybody loving you and speaking good of you, hey man, you're doing something wrong. All right. So you're gonna have haters. What they say, haters gonna hate. Let them hate, man. You know, yeah, it sucks and all that, but at the end of the day, they condemning themselves, man. All right, in a nutshell, they condemning themselves, and the Lord is going to get at them for that. All right. So verse 19 it says, "If ye were of the world, check it out. If ye were of the world would love his own." You see that? The world would love his own, but because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. All right, so you gotta, hey man, that's a blessing in itself, man. Because the Lord chose you out of this world. Because hey man, you just walk down the street one day and go to a crowded area. Just sit down, meditate, and just look at the people and think to yourself, How many of these people that's in front of me, walking up and down the street, going at their everyday life, how many of them are thinking about Yahweh Shem Yahushai, about Shem Arachakodash? You know, how many of those people do you think his name? How many of those people do you think even know the name? You know, or even believe on the name? You know, they believe on Jesus the Christ, Allah, Buddha, Krishna, all those other fucking names, man. You know, which I hate saying them, but you know, you gotta tell them. You know, but those names hold no power, no weight anyway. But they think on all of those things. But for you to sit there and you be thinking about the Lord, know that He chose you out of them. You know, and that's heavy, man, in itself to really think about it. Because this world, you know, you sit there, you look at it, and these people they just go about their everyday lives like nothing's going on here. You know, and and that's like, you know, I was watching the Apostle Gabar and Bishop Sakaran yesterday. They do the live shows once a week, so I got a chance to cut some of it. You know, and you know, it's like they were saying, like you gotta prepare your mind for the up and coming things, man. Like these people, they're not preparing their mind, man. The main thing is to prepare your mind. They're trying to prepare physically, like stockpiling and getting shit like that. You know, when their minds, when it hits, their mind's not going to be right, so they're not going to be able to, you know, deal with, or move accordingly. They're not going to call on Yahweh Bashim outside, Bashim or Hakodas. They're going to trust in their merchandise or whatever they have. All right. I'm gonna read verse 19 again. It says, "If ye were of the world would love his own, like they love them rappers and basketball players and all that. So f them niggas, man. You know they getting their love now. You know our love is coming soon. You know, but I actually already got the love because the Lord is chastising you and correcting you when you do wrong. So that's love in itself. You know, that's real love. But that ultimate love, when you're loved in the, then you're going to be loved in the kingdom, man. Like that's going to be, that love is going to be like awesome, man. More love than these niggas ever could get here, man. All right, because the love they get here is fake love, man. All right, because when they lose everything, that love is gone out the window. Just think about that. All right, it says, "But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you." All right, verse 20. It says, "Remember the word that I said unto you. The servant is no greater than his Lord." All right. So we're not greater than Yahweh. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my sayings, they will keep yours also. All right. So hey man, that's the people that we're out here looking for. Is the ones that's going to keep the sayings of Yahweh Hashem outside by Hashem Arachakodash. All right. Verse Salakia. Verse 21, it says, "But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake." All right, they're going to do all of that for Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh's name's sake, because Yahweh Shah came in the name of Yahweh. All right, and they hated him because of that, because he was saying, "Yo, I'm the son of man. I'm the son of Yahweh, man. I'm the only begotten son." These dudes, they hated that. They couldn't get with that. All right. Um, All right, verse 21 again, Salak. It says, "But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me." So they don't know the Father, man. They just you know, um they know the God of this world, man, which is man and money. You know, Esau and his shenanigans and his tactics, his scare tactics and all that. All right, so let's read that again. "But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me." So they love violence, man. You know, and that's, you know, and Jake, they tend to, you know, our people have got more wicked than the wicked. So the things that Esau does, that's what our people do. They want to threaten to kill you. They want to carry guns and all that, and act like that's supposed to scare you. You know, that don't scare nobody, man. You know, you got your gun, so the hell what, man? We got the Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Chakadas. And if you put us to death, guess what? Somebody else going to raise up. And we'll be in the spirit world chilling, you know? But it says, verse 22, "If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had Salakah, they had not had sin. But now they have no cloak Salakia. But now they have no cloak for this sin, because when the Lord came, he came to tell them about themselves. And whenever you tell somebody about themselves, they hate your guts, especially if you're in the right and you're like, yo, brother, what's going on with you? They don't like that. All right. That's why they hated the prophets because, and when you speaking, all you got to do is just come out the book. When somebody go off, that's why you go to the book, and show them where they're going off, get the scriptures, verse and all that, and you show them it. And if they don't hear you, man, then hey, that's on them, man. Because the blood is off your hand. Like I said yesterday, I believe. I think that was the other day when the title was "You've Been Warned." But you warn your brothers, and brothers don't like warnings. They just like for you to pat them on the back. Oh, it's cool, it's good. Yeah, you're going to be okay. Nah, you tell them the truth. And the liar hates the truth, man. All right, so Yahweh Shah was the truth. That's why he was hated. And if you tell the truth, and we're the truth, because we're in the truth, and the truth doesn't lie, they're going to hate you as well. All right. It says, he that hateth me, hateth my Father also. See, that's what I'm saying. They hate the Father. It's not that they hate you. They hate the Father because the Father has not chosen them. The Father, he created everything, all things, Yahweh. He created all things. So if you hating what he put together and he designed, then you hate him. And any men that speak in that way, that come in his name, in his son's name, you're going to be hated also. All right? So, and that's why they're going to try to put us to death, in these up and coming times because we believe on the Father and the Son. All right? Verse 24. It says, if I had not done among Salakia, verse 24. It says, if I had not done among them the works which none other man did, they had not had sin. But now have they both seen and hated both me and my Father. But this cometh to pass that the word might be fulfilled, that it is written in their law, they hate me without a cause. And that's right. They hate him without a cause. Why did they hate him? Because he came to tell the truth, man. What's that scripture when it says, am I now become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Am I becoming your enemy because I tell you the truth? Whenever you speak the truth, because it's like, what's that show, Scooby Doo? He's like, I would have got away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids. They hated that shit. That's like Esau, wearing the mask, running around the ghosts and all that shit, and the elect. The men of the Lord, they're coming and shedding light on the situation, showing you who the ghost is, taking the mask off his face, so he can't terrorize you no more, And when the mask comes off, that's when they get angry. They want to hurt you, man. All right. It says, verse 26, but when the Comforter is come, whom I will send unto you from the Father, even the Spirit of truth, see that, which proceed from the Father, he shall testify of me. All right, so it's talking about Yahweh Shah. It says, and ye also shall bear witness, because ye have been with me from the beginning. All right. And guess what? It's going back to the beginning of time, because what? Yahweh Shah is the Alpha and Omega. All right, the first spirit that ever be created, the beginning and the end. All right, he was Adam, and he named everything, and throughout all times to the end of this Esau's rule, that's the Omega, that's the end, and that's where we at now. But Yahweh's name, he's the Ancient of Days, because you can't number his days, man. No man can. All right, no man can number the days of Yahweh, man. He has no beginning and no ending. You don't know it, All right, so let's go here. Let's go to 1 Peter 4. Salakia 4, and we're going to start at verse 12. All right. And then see now, check it out. This is that's why I love the blue letter, because it gives you like a little title or whatever. But it says share the sufferings of Hamashiach. But it says Christ in here, but we know it's Hamashiach. All right, and that's what we're going to do here. All right, so the same things that he went through, that's the reason why he went through them. So we're supposed to read, because it tells you in the scriptures what was written aforetime is for our learning and for our understanding. All right, so we learn, we understand, and you have to go through it. All right, we're in the flesh, so hey, you get angry, man. Things sometimes things don't go your way, man. You upset, you want to fight, But it tells you be angry, but sin not. All right, so this is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 12. It says, beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. So now if everybody's loving you, you having a good time and all this and that, you're gonna be soft, man. You're gonna be a sucker. You have to be tried, man. You have to go through things because that makes you. If you don't go through any type of trial or tribulation, how can you even speak to another man about anything? When you get hated on, you understand how I feel, so you can tell another brother, yo, man, I've been hated on too, brother. Don't even sweat it. And you go to the scriptures. Look what they did to Yahweh Shah. Everything's supposed to go right back to the scriptures. Everything that we talk about goes right back to the scriptures because that's our I have to put this shit on silent, man. It's goddamn. But anyway, you know, Salakia, man. People, but anyway, whenever you go through something that builds you up, like lifting weights and everything. I like to use that a lot because when you lifting weights, it's actually breaking your muscle down. All right, so when it's breaking the muscle down, the muscle has to heal, and when the muscle heals, it gets stronger. So it breaks it down. When it's healing back, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. All right, just like when you have what's that? The people that do karate and everything, they be punching on bricks or whatever. But all they're doing is they're making their knuckles callus up to make it stronger. So now you're breaking it down to build it up, and that's all Yahweh Shai is doing right now to us. All right, he's breaking us down to build us up, man. You have to be broken down to do the same thing to you in the military. All right. But for that, when people see that, they hate it because they really want that. They really want the Lord to love them, man. So when they see that the Lord is loving you and they think he's loving you more than he loves them, they hate you, man. All right. But check it out, verse 13. Salaki if I'm rambling. But it says, but rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's suffering, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. So you see that, man? You go through this little trial and tribulation for this little bit of time because it's but a small time, man. It might seem like it's forever because we in the flesh, man. In the spirit world has no time, man. All right. So when he comes back in all his glory, guess what? His men going to get that glory as well. All right. Verse 14. It says, if ye be reproached for the name of Hamashiach, happy are ye. God, yo. It says, if ye be reproached for the name of Hamashiach, happy are ye, for the spirit of glory of the Most High resteth upon you. On their part, he is evil spoken of, but on your part, he is glorified. You see that? So, hey, man, just listen, man. Just keep trusting the Yahweh side and let the hate come because it's not going to stop. It's just going to intensify more and more and more. All right? It's going to intensify. Believe that. It says, but let none of you suffer, Salakia, let none of you suffer as a murderer or as a thief. Yo, just do him one more time, man. Salakia, but let none of you suffer as a murderer or as a thief or as an evildoer or as a busybody in other men's matters. All right? You know what? I'm paused. Salakia. I'm trying to catch it so I can mute it. Another men's matters is so, hey, man, you just do the work, just be the spirit you were created to be, man. Put your hand to the plow and keep going, man. Don't take your hand off the plow. All right, that's the most important thing. All right, and telling people the name, hey, shalom, yabashim shabakata. All right, verse 16. It says, yet if any man, Salakia, it says, yet if any man suffer as a Christian, which is which they call the apostles, and the disciples, they would have called the first Christians, the anointed ones, which, Hamashiach means anointed one. All right, so they called them anointed because they was rolling with him, Yahweh Shai. All right, it says, let him be ashamed, but let him glorify the Most High on this behalf. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High, and if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? It says, and if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall all the where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? Wherefore, let them that suffer according to the will of the Most High commit the keeping of their souls to Him in well doing as unto a faithful Creator. So hey, man, the Lord, He is a faithful Creator. All right, because whatever He says He's going to do, He's going to do it. All right, and His word is going to be done. His will is going to be done. All right, so there's no getting around that. All right, so let's go here. All right, we're going to be hated on, so just keep that in mind with this lesson. You're going to be hated on, and hey, man, when you what's this, Sirach 12, I believe, or 3, some, I'll grab the Lord's one, but it says, "With my son, when I come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation." You got to prepare your soul for temptation because you're going to be tempted. You're going to go through a lot, and a lot of things are going to happen. All right, so you got to remember that. So this is 1 John 3. All right, and I'm gonna read 1. Then we're gonna hop down to 15. It says, "Behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of the Most High. Therefore, the world knoweth us not, because it knew Him not." All right. So the world doesn't know us, man. Like the order, I'm telling you, like we're really aliens here, man. We're alienated from this world, man, because you hate it. Of course, you have to move around about and do your daily routines and everything like that. But as far as partaking in this place, you don't want to do that, man. Because all these things, every time I look at it as being dissolved. This place is already gone. It's just a matter of time. It's a ticking time bomb, man. Why would you want to dwell in a ticking time bomb and enjoy it? All right, you're supposed to hope for the downfall of this place because this place is about to fall down, man. So let's jump down to verse 15. It says, "Whosoever hateth his brother is a murderer, and ye know that no murderer hath eternal life abiding in him," man. All right, so the brothers that hate you, they're murderers, man. Because look what they did. Because the spirit of that is what they did to Yahushua. They put him out there. They was calling for his death. So now you see when all these people being put to death now and all that, they were the ones calling for Yahushua's death, man. He said, let his blood be upon us and our children. So when you see these niggas die, you ain't supposed to feel no tight way and be all sad about it. No, because they in that spirit. This is what they called for. So you get what your hand calls for. You want to hate a righteous man? You a murderer, man. You a murderer and a backbiter and a busybody because you always talking shit about them, man. And that's how, hey, man. But listen, Yahweh went through it, so we got to go through it. And this should be a faith booster for you when you start hearing people hate on you and you're being hated, your family and all that, whatever, man, whoever. That should boost your faith up more. Even though, hey, man, we in the flesh, so sometimes you get down on it, down depressed a little bit. But that's what the comfort is for. That's why Yahweh said, "I will not leave you comfortless." With the scriptures is the comforters. That's what they're here for. The comforters to make us happy, to teach us, to let us understand prophecy, all those things, man. So the Lord, that's what He left for us. That's a gift, all right, for the ones that can receive it. All right, so this is Philippians 1, chapter 1, and verse 29. It says, "For unto you it is given in the behalf of Hamashiach, not only to believe on Him, but also to suffer for His sake." All right. Not only do you believe on Him, you're going to have to suffer for His sake. Because once you believe, and it's in your life, your mind, your heart, all right, man, trust me, the pressure is going to come. It says pressure breaks pipes. time to apply it now, you know, and the Lord's going to apply it to you, but he's not going to give you what you can't handle, man. Everything that he gives to his men, he know that they're going to overcome it. Look what happened to Job, you know, that's a great story, you know, to read about that. And Job represented the elect, man, in his time. You know, and all the things that he went through, he never cursed the Most High, man. Never cursed Yahweh Hashem outside. He cursed himself. Even his woman came out. He lost his children. He lost everything. You know, his friends started to hate him, man. They was like, yo, man, what did you do to the Lord that he's doing all this stuff to you? And they thought he was wicked, you know? So you're going to get a whole, man, listen, I'm saying the list goes on. All right, you're going to be hated, man. You're going to be hated for his name's sake, but you still have to believe. So let's read that again. Philippians chapter 1, verse 29. It says, for unto you it is given in the behalf of Hamashiach, not only to believe on him, but also to suffer for his sake. And yo, I'm telling you, you're going to have men in this truth that hate your guts, man. Trust me. They're going to hate your guts because they see your spirit, and you might not be. You like, damn, why these dudes? I ain't do nothing to them. I never did anything to them. Why they hate me like that? Because we're reading it, man. They did the same thing in Yahweh Shah, you know? But it's all a test. Because those same men that hate you, they hate the Father. Because if they hate you, they hate the Father, and they're murderers because they hate their brother. All right. Verse 30, it says, having the same conflict which he saw in me, and now here to be in me. All right. So you heard we see those things, you know, we got the same conflict to be in Yahweh Yahweh Shai, man. But yo, Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Arachak, he chooses you. You don't choose him, man. All right. So he picks his men. Just like when Yahweh Shai came here. You know who he go get? He got his 12, man. And he rolled with them, and they rolled around adding on, you know. So that's another thing, you know, that they ain't choose him. He chose them, man. You know, Yahweh Shah chose his men, but he knew who they was because the Father gave them to him. All right. So like those other, like the Christians say, oh, just call on his name and accept him in your heart and you'll be saved. Them niggas is out their goddamn mind, man. You know, you don't choose him, he chooses you. All right. So let's go to 1 John 4 and 20. All right. This is 1 John chapter 4, verse 20. I hope this is uplifting to brothers, man. I know a lot of brothers go through things. They might not talk about it, whatever. I'm the same way. Some things you go through, you got to go through alone, man. You go through Yahweh Bashim outside, you know, and that's how it goes down. All right, but this is 1 John chapter 4, Shalakia, verse 20. It says, if a man say, I love the Most High, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother, whom he had seen, how can he love the Most High? Shalakia, how can he love the Most High, whom he hath not seen? And this commandment have we from him, that he who loveth the Most High loveth his brother also. All right, so yo, how dudes running around, yo, I love you, bro, I love you, you know, but they really don't love you because of their actions. You know what they say, love is an action word. All right, if you love somebody, you really don't gotta tell them. You just do what love does, man. You know, you don't always gotta tell a brother you love him, man. He just do what love is, man. All right, and love is what following the law, statutes, and commandments, feeding the sheep. That's love. That's showing somebody that you love them when you tell them the truth and everything. And if you lying to them, you don't love them, man. So how can you say you love Yahweh while Yahweh Shah was in this lifetime we have not seen him? All right, but your brother, what you see in front of you, you hate him. You'll turn his ass in to be put to death. You know, when that time comes, and yo, that time is coming, man. You know, it's and honestly, it's here, man. You know, because you got over here in Philadelphia, you got University of Penn, where a lot of presidents went. I think Donald Trump went there. There's a lot of important people that went to the University of Penn, University of Pennsylvania. You know, and now they're having it's a lot of what they would say in this era, anti-Semitism going on. You know, because of the whole Palestine Israeli thing. You know, they're chanting basically they're saying death to that place over there. You know, that's what those people are saying. They saying they want Palestine to reign. No, which Palestine actually that's our land, man. That whole region is ours, man. And I think if I'm not mistaken, that whole area is Saudi Arabia. That's Saudi Arabia. That whole thing is the biggest uh country on this planet. And rightfully so, because that's our land. Because it has to hold a great people, which is the Israelites, man. And we're a lot, a lot in number, man. Who can number us? All right, so the Lord is going to give us our land back. He just washing them gutter rats out of there, cleansing that place, and when we get back over there, they're going to have to bury them dead bodies, to fertilize the soil again, because that's where your flesh goes back to the ground, to the dust, and then they're going to have to build it back up, you know. So this is let's go ahead, Isaiah, and that's why they hate us because they know that, and that's why they hate you. All right, let's go to Isaiah 66 and 5. All right. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 66, verse 5. It says, hear the word of Yahweh, ye that tremble at his word. And who's going to tremble at his word? His elect, man. They're going to tremble when they hear his words. Because I know when I first started reading the scriptures, and I know I was a sinner. Well, I'm still am a sinner because we in the flesh. We are sinners. All right. I was reading through the laws. I'm like, damn, I broke this one, I broke that one. I'm thinking like, yo, ain't no way in hell the Lord's going to help me, deal with me, man. But that's the conviction. That's how you're supposed to feel. That's that trembling. That's that healthy fear of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Arachakodash, But verse 5, Isaiah 66 and 5, it says, hear the word, it says, hear the word of Yahweh, ye that tremble at his word, your brethren that hated you, that cast you out for my name's sake, said, let Yahweh be glorified, but he shall appear to your joy, and they shall be ashamed. You see that, man? So you got brothers, I know brothers that's been put out of places, you know, groups and everything, and they continued on in the work, and they never backbit, never murmured nothing, and that's how it should be. All right, because sometimes you got some dudes they just don't like you for whatever reason. You never did a thing in the world to that man, and I'm telling you, it's just your spirit. If you have a righteous spirit, and as the scriptures say, who the Lord blesses, can't no man curse. All right. So if one man can't stand you for whatever reason, they want to put you out of their organization. Don't fret it. Don't sweat it. Just you ain't in it for that. You're in it for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, Ba'Shem HaRachakodash. You're in it for salvation. That's the whole purpose of the Lord bringing you into this truth. You want salvation. All right. This is business. This is work. It's nothing personal. All right. So you just do the work. When you go to a job in Esau's world, it ain't personal. You ain't going there to make friends and bust it up with everybody, buddy. No, you're going there to do a job, you know, and you come home or whatever. But it's a job, just like this truth. This truth is a job. And those that love the Lord and they got a like spirit, you got a like spirit, hey, man, then the Lord is well pleased with you, you know. But you're going to see in the end, man, and that's where we at the end right now. All right, all the hatred, and I'm telling you, the hate for that the brothers really have and people really have for the Israelites, mainly the elect, but you're going to see who they are soon, But the hatred towards the righteous spirit, you're about to see just how much it's hated, man, on this planet. All right, and it's coming real soon. We're in that time right now. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's go to John, the book of St. John, my man, 7 and 7. All right. Matter of fact, let's start at verse 6. It says, then Yahweh said unto them, my time is not yet come, but your time is always ready. The world cannot hate you, but me it hateth, because I testify of it. The works thereof are evil. You see that? That's why the world hates you. All right, because look at this world. This world is full of lies, envy, strife, all that, man. So let's read that again. It says, the world cannot hate you, but me it hateth, because I testify of it. that the works, Salaki, it says that the works thereof are evil. And this when Yahweh Shai was telling me, like, your time ain't yet, it's coming where you're gonna do the same thing I'm doing. So that's why they hated him, because he was telling them about themselves and how wicked that place was, and he was showing his disciples, and which became apostles and all that. But he was showing his disciples at the time, his students, like, look, man, this is how they're going to treat you. Once you come into once I'm gone, and it's time for you to go to work. All right. So he was just showing them he was being that good example as he's supposed to be. All right. So let's go ahead. Now I'm telling you, that's why the world hates you, because we're testifying that this place is evil, it's wicked. And everything that has to do with this society and this place is wicked, man. You know? So whenever because like I said, what fellowship does darkness have with light? So we're the children of the light. The darkness is going to hate you, because when you come into a dark room, everything's exposed. There's no more hiding. So they're figuring out ways to try to get us off the streets, because we're really exposing all their plans and everything. That's through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem HaRachakodas. It's not on us. All right? Because then it's also going through research, because you're telling, because we saw that song, but Biggie said, he said, don't you know that bad boys move in silence and violence? Take it from your highness. That was that little 10 Crack Commandments, wicked ass song. But that one lyric, it holds weight, because he said, don't you know that bad boys, and these devils is bad, the bad boys, all right? Don't you know that bad boys move in silence and violence, And hey, they're violent people, man. And you're seeing it. Everything that Esau has to do, because his blessing is what? The sword, man. So anything that he attains in this world, he has to attain it through war and violence, man. All right. And now the wicked one, the evil one is showing you. And him moving in silence is him trying to keep the secret, not telling you who he is, trying to act like he's your friend. So now once we come out here and start exposing them and showing you who the wicked is and this, and they don't want it, and now they're getting angry, because they like, man, matter of fact, it was just one instance, right? When it was Alex Jones, all right, he's a major whistleblower, which his name is, I forgot, Bill Hicks. He was that comedian that faked his death, and then now all of a sudden Alex Jones comes on the scene, which is him, because Bill Hicks was a comedian that joked about politics and everything. So now it's funny how this guy Alex Jones pops on the scene looking just like the guy. He just cut his hair, whatever, gain some weight and all that. But he's exposing all the he's a big whistleblower. All right, but it was one, he was talking to this politician. Now this is how you know this is on him on a low level, but I'm talking about us on a higher level. But he came up to this politician and he was like, yeah, man. He said, I'm the guy that exposed, the Bohemian Grove and what y'all guys doing this, that. And the look on his Edomite's face, he was a politician. He turned, he said, I despise you. I hate you. Basically, his words should have been, I should kill you. That's what he wanted to say. But he's on camera. So he's like, I despise you for that. I hate you. So, and that's like, and the Bohemian Grove is a place where they go for secrecy, and they perform all types of demonic rituals and all that, man. And they do it like, they got the big ass owl statue, which is Molech with his hands out, and they do human sacrifice with babies, passing the babies over to Molech, man. But he said, I despise you, I hate you. His exact words. So hey, man. So that type of hatred, that's the type of hatred in them that they have for the truth, man. Because they're liars, man. They're the father of liars. We say the wicked are strange. They come out speaking lies. But let's go to 1 John chapter 2 and 9. That's just to give you a little, how much they hate you, man, for telling the truth. It says, he that said he is in the light. See, check it out. He that said he is in the light and hated his brother is in darkness, even until now, man. All right. So you can't say that you are in the truth. You're in the light. Yeah, you just did not. Yeah, I'm in the truth, man. I'm in the light, but you hate your brother. You're still in darkness, because if you hate your brother, you hate Yahweh, and you hate Yahweh Shai, man. Because we all in this to win this, man. But at the end of the day, it's about the elect right now, man. The elect and the one third are going to be the ones that really love Yahweh Shem Shai. They're going to be hated on, going to be persecuted. Some men going to be put to death. That's why the Lord say, be faithful until death, and I will give you a crown. All right, that crown of life. So, just understand where the hate is coming from. The hate is not basically geared towards you. The hate is geared towards the truth. And who is the ultimate truth? Yahweh. All right. Then Yahweh Shai, you got the elect. All right. Then you're one third and everything. So they hate the truth, man. They hate the spirit of truth. You know? That's why what Yahweh Shai said, he said, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free, man. And when you tell the truth in a world full of lies, you're hated. You're public enemy number one, man. Public enemy number one. Like I watched this movie yesterday called Black Book. All right. And they framed this man. His name was Paul, which is funny, and he was like a deacon of a church, But he was a vicious dude, man. He was an assassin at one time, right? It was and the movie's over there in Nigeria. That's where it was based out of, But they framed his son, said he was a kidnapper, a murderer, and all this, man. And they shot him dead without any just cause, without any evidence. But it was the ones that actually did it. His son was on the line, so they had to frame somebody to get his son off because he escaped from the jail, whatever, right? So when they grabbed him, they called him, oh yeah, is this him? And they was like, yeah, boom, they killed him. So now what the brother Paul did, he wanted to clear his son's name, even though his son was there. He's like, I can't have my son being like being lied on. He said I can't clear my son's name, and now because he was trying to clear his son's name, they made him public enemy number one because he was telling the truth. So he had to fight, just like that made like if you look at that movie spiritually, you gotta look at like the elect. You gotta fight, man. You know, for the son who's the son, Yahweh Shai. If you think about it, they gotta fight because you gotta fight for this truth, you know, and all the lies and things that they put on Yahweh and Yahweh Shai's name, we fight to tell the truth about that. And what we put our lives on the line, and because of that, we're known as public enemy number one. All right, and it's going to be a time come where they're going to take us off the highways. They're going to tell us if you speak in His name, we're going to put you to death. Just the same way they did back then in the Acts. All right, so let's go ahead. This is the last scripture. Then I'm gonna get out of here. So this is Luke chapter 6. Lord's willing, this is edifying. Luke chapter 6 and verse 22. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at verse 20. All right, it says, and he lifted up his eyes on his disciples and said, blessed are ye poor, for yours is the kingdom of the Most High. Blessed are ye that hunger now, for ye shall be filled. Blessed are ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh. Man, these are things that, men are going through secretly. They don't always you don't always know what a man's going through unless he tells you, personally and all that. But I know for a fact men are going through these things because if they wasn't, Yahweh Shai wouldn't have spoke of it. All right. It says, blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you and cast you out, Salaki, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. You see that, man? I'm gonna read that again. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you and cast out your name as evil, for the Son of Man's sake. And you got dudes that do that, man. I'm telling you. That dude wicked, man. He got spirits on him. I'm telling you, man. I done seen it. I done heard it. And at night, guess what? That's what they're going to do to Israel as a whole anyway. That's what Esau's doing. But you got men that actually do that, So, hey, man, you're going to be hated for his name's sake. But at the end of the day, just know that he was hated before us, man. All right, and he came to show us the way. He's the truth. He's the way, the truth, and the life. And no man can make it to the Father but through him, man. So Lord's willingness was edifying. It made sense. You got something out of it. Just know you're going to be hated, and keep your head, man. Stay strong, because we almost home. The labor pains is getting stronger. All right. So the next, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect. Into the next lesson, I'm going to say Mawafa Bible Ball, Kwam Yasharala, and Death to America. Shalom.